Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's break it down. There's been a lot of talk about David Benavidez and Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez possibly having a fight. These two guys have went back and forth a little bit through the media talking about the possibilities of that fight. And, I think that would make an interesting fight. These guys are former sparring partners. And this is a direct quote from David Benavidez. And this is basically David Benavidez stating about how he can beat Gilberto Ramirez. He basically states, I can beat him if I'm at my A game. He's a great fighter, and I take nothing from Ramirez. He said, I would say we did about 150 rounds. Every time we sparred, we would do no less than 10 rounds, so we did a lot of work. That's why I'm so confident that I could go in there and beat Zurdo Ramirez. And I think that's an interesting statement as well, because I know that these two guys are warriors. These two guys are very powerful fighters, and they're very big. Now, Gilberto Ramirez would have the height and reach advantage, but not by much. And I think that would be an interesting thing to play out. But the fact that these guys are so familiar with each other, if you look at Daniel Jacobs versus Sergey Deverenchenko, a lot of guys tried to give Daniel Jacobs problems with that. But if you look at it, these guys had sparred 150 rounds together. They knew each other very well. They knew that one misstep, the other guy could punish him. So both of these guys were familiar with each other. Both of these guys knew each other's styles in and out. It's not like they're coming off the street fighting each other. So it's going to be a difficult task for either fighter. I think it's a close fight. I don't think it's an easy fight for either guy. And I would never write either guy off, because I think both guys have a possibility to win depending on their game plan and how they approach the fight. But for some strange reason, my gut is telling me that David Benavidez would win that fight. David Benavidez is 20-0 with 17 knockouts. He's 22 years old. He's 6'1.5" with a 77-inch reach. And then on the reverse end, Gilberto Ramirez is 39-0 with 25 knockouts. He's 27 years old. He's 6'2.5" with a 75-inch reach. Now, the fact that I've already seen Gilberto Ramirez hurt at points in a Jesse Hart fight, in the first fight, that does not make me feel good about a match with, a guy like David Benavidez, who's very strong, who's very quick, and who's very young and hungry. I think that would be a very difficult fight. I think it's a close fight. I think either guy could win, but I would lean towards David Benavidez. Something in my gut is just telling me that this guy is a really special fighter. He's only 22 years old, and he's only going to get better. This is a fight that I hope is made in 2019. This is one of the best fights to be made, but we have to be honest and unbiased. We have to lean towards David Benavidez at this point. Once again, it's the Ibfp. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.